What would you like to have? Tea or coffee? What did you choose? Maybe coffee? Would you believe me if I tell you that there exists another version of you living in some other parallel universe who chose tea instead of coffee? Hello stargazers, I'm Kushi and you're watching Space Girl. Multiverse madness. So what is multiverse? Well, multiverse theory is a hypothetical group of multiple universes. This theory suggests that instead of only one universe, there exist many. In fact, infinite number of parallel universes. These parallel universes are together called as a multiverse. That is, a multiverse is a collection of many parallel universes. Our universe is unimaginably huge. Hundreds of billions, if not trillions of galaxies spin through space, each containing millions or billions of stars. Some researchers studying the models of the universe speculate that the diameter of the universe could be 7 billion light years across, and some think that it could even be infinite. But then, is that all that's out there? Are we missing something? Well, we humans have this habit of always underestimating the size and vastness of the space. Not only this, we have misunderstood it even on tinier scales. We earlier thought that all matter is made up of atoms, and atoms are the most fundamental. In fact, the word atom itself means the thing which cannot be divided further into smaller things. But then, we were later proved to be wrong. Atoms were further made up of electrons, protons and neutrons. And then, we thought that, yeah, that's it. We have found the most fundamental and basic structures. But again, we found that protons and neutrons are further made up of quarks. We have similarly misunderstood the vastness of the cosmos. Do you know that in the ancient times, Earth was considered to be the center of everything? People earlier thought that Earth was in the center and Sun, along with all the planets, revolved around the Earth. And then came very bold and brave minds who told that not the Earth but the Sun was the center. And even then we realized that Sun is not a special case. We found that those shiny little twinkling dots are not holes in the sky, but rather they are also stars, just like our own Sun, but farther away from us. So our solar system is not the only one. Instead, there are many. And then we realized that we live in a galaxy, and our galaxy is not the only one. There are billions and trillions of them. Now you can clearly understand how we have always misinterpreted the size of the cosmos. Okay, now let's talk about what is multiverse and how did it came into being. Multiverse theory is a prediction of an even grander theory called the string theory. So what's string theory? Well, string theory is perhaps the most high-profile candidate for what physicists call the theory of everything, which is a single mathematical framework capable of explaining every single thing in the known universe. The string theory, instead of considering the subatomic particles as the fundamental building blocks, it says that if we look at an atom, it is made up of electrons, protons and neutrons. Protons and neutrons are further made up of quarks. But here's the thing. String theory says that this is not the end. Quarks are further made up of very little tiny vibrating strings. I'm not going to discuss the string theory in very detail over here. Of course, it deserves a separate video. Okay, now it turns out that there are many kinds of multiverse theories which were developed over the time. Let's start with one of the most popular and leading theories. Number 1. The many-world interpretation of quantum mechanics. Have you ever imagined if you had taken a different decision than the one you made, maybe say last year? How would your life be like now? Okay, let me explain it this way. So here's a guy, Erwin Schrödinger. He was an Austrian-Irish physicist who developed a thought experiment called Schrödinger's cat. This very hypothetical cat explains a very important phenomenon of quantum mechanics, what we call as superposition. In this thought experiment, a cat, a flask of poison, and a radioactive source were kept into a sealed box. If an internal monitor detects some radioactivity, the flask of poison will be broken and the cat will immediately die. And if the radioactivity will not be observed, then the flask will not break and the cat will not die. Now since the box is sealed, until we open the box, we will not come to know whether the cat has died or it is still alive. On this, Schrödinger tells us that before we open the box, the cat is in a superposition of both being dead and alive at the same time. So the moral of the story is that Schrödinger hated cats. No, that's not the moral. Okay, now that means before observing the cat is dead and the cat is alive, both at the same instant. But the moment you open the box to look at the cat, the act of observation collapses the wave function of the cat and brings it to any one of the situation, either dead or alive. It turns out that whenever you open the box, you will never see the cat in a superposition of both dead and alive. Rather, it seems like opening the box forces the cat to choose any one of the situations. Okay, now why did I tell you all this story of this Schrödinger's cat? Did I wanted to prove that Schrödinger hated cats? No. Obviously, it has to do something with the many world theory. The many world theory tells us that suppose you opened the box and you found that the cat was alive. Now this does not mean that the wave function of the cat has collapsed to any one of the states. Rather, if multiverse exists, then the cat would be dead in one of the universe and would be alive in the other. That means maybe the cat is alive in our universe, so you'd think that, oh, the cat is alive. But it could be dead in some of the other parallel universes. This example conveys the idea that every single way in which an event can happen is actually happening in some or the other universe. Now Max Tegmark, a Swedish-American physicist, classifies multiverse into 4 levels. Level 1, region beyond cosmic horizon. So level 1 says that a parallel universe is a copy of our own universe, just located far away from us and is beyond our reach. Level 2, the bubble universe. This theory has a universe in a giant bubble and other universes in other bubbles. The bubble universes can merge, split and grow, and thus creating new universes. Level 3, the many worlds. This level is the one we just discussed about, the many world interpretation of quantum mechanics. This level is born out of the fact that particles can be in 2 places at the same time. Level 4. So this one is a bit weird. According to this theory, every single universe has its own fundamental laws of physics and its own mathematical structure. So what does that mean? Okay, so over here in this universe on Earth, sky looks blue in color. Maybe sky looks orange or red in some other universe on other planets. Maybe the amount of dark matter and dark energy present in those universes is different from ours. And I think this one's your favorite. So maybe Bigfoot and dragons are real in some other universe? I know you found it cool. Okay, another physicist, Brian Greene, has also given his own classification of multiverse, which includes 9 possible ways in which parallel universes could exist. String theory and multiverse theory have predicted a lot of things. However, none of the predictions have been proved to be true yet. Don't lose hope, I know you want to see dragons. So is there any way we can test it? One way is through CMB radiations, cosmic microwave background radiations. So some physicists suggest that if there are much bubble universes, then it is possible for them to collide with one another. So if our universe might have collided with some other universe in the past, then it would have left some imprints on the cosmic microwave background, which could be tested. However, nothing of that sort has been found yet. Another way in which the presence of multiverse could be detected is through LHC. The Large Hadron Collider is the world's largest and most powerful particle accelerator present in Geneva, Switzerland. Now, other than multiverse, string theory has made some more predictions, one of which is the presence of extra dimensions. String theory says that the 4 dimensions that we are aware of, the 3 dimensions of space and 1 dimension of time, there are 11 dimensions in total. Now you would say, what? Really? If this is so, why can't we notice these extra dimensions in daily life? We can only move in back and forth, up and down and left and right directions. What about the rest? Well, some physicists argue that these extra dimensions could be so small that we cannot access them nor see them in our daily lives. Okay, this can be understood with a simple example. A Rubik's Cube is a 3-dimensional object for us because it has height, width and length. A paper is a 2-dimensional object for us because it only has length and width. But a rope is a 1-dimensional object for us because it only has length. But a rope for an ant could be 2-dimensional. But how? Okay, ants are so tiny that other than length, they can also observe the thickness of a rope. So ants can move along the length of the rope as well as along its curvature. So maybe these extra dimensions are so small and so tiny for us to observe in our daily lives. Now, if these extra dimensions exist, LHC expects their particle colliders to form miniature black holes. Detection of these miniature black holes at LHC prove the presence of extra dimensions, hence confirming the existence of parallel universes. Well, this is a matter of great research and experiments. But what if someday we found that parallel universes really exist? Then would we be able to access them? Then will we ever be able to travel from one universe to the other? Well, the most likely theory on getting there is through a portal or a wormhole that punches holes through space-time. If you want to know what are wormholes, then check this out. Also, in that video, I talked about how wormholes led to a paradox called grandfather paradox. This paradox could be solved using the many-world interpretation of quantum mechanics. The many-world theory of quantum mechanics tells us that when you went back into the time in order to kill your own grandfather using a wormhole, maybe you didn't go back into the time, but into another universe. Now this is crazy because you could have killed your grandfather in the parallel universe and you are still alive in the first place because you never killed him in your own universe. Well, after all this is still a theory and nothing has been proven yet. But we hope to find the answers to these questions someday. Okay, time to go now. Until we meet again, keep stargazing.